the uncontrolled human activities, to fulfill their needs, of food, clothing, housing, transport, etc., have affected our natural environment. All the waste materials, produced by the various activities of human beings and animals, are poisonous to some extent. The waste materials, thus produced, can be divided into two main groups: biodegradable and non-biodegradable. A biodegradable waste decays naturally and becomes harmless after some time, and usually does not pollute the environment. Therefore, the waste materials, which can be broken in due course of time by the action of microorganism, like certain bacteria, can be termed as biodegradable waste. Substances that are broken down by biological processes are said to be biodegradable. Some of the examples of the biodegradable wastes are tea leaves, wheat, wool, cotton, cow dung, etc. These wastes can be decomposed by the decomposer. Biodegradable wastes pollute the environment only when their amount is large, which cannot be decomposed. All the non-biodegradable wastes are the major pollutants of the environment. They cause a lot of pollution in the surrounding, and cannot be decomposed by microorganisms like bacteria. Therefore the waste materials, which cannot be broken down into non-poisonous or harmless substances, are termed as non-biodegradable wastes. Substances that are not broken down by biological processes are called non-biodegradable. Some of the examples of non-biodegradable wastes are DDT, discarded plastic articles, glass, metallic objects, etc. Components of ecosystem. The various communities of living organisms, like plants, animals, microorganisms, and human beings, interact among themselves, as well as with the physical environment, like soil, air, and water. For example, the living organisms, like plants, interact with soil, air, and water for carrying out the process of photosynthesis. Animals consume plants and obtain energy. Similarly, human beings consume plants and animals to obtain energy. Thus, we can say that an ecosystem is a self-contained unit of living things, such as plants, animals, and decomposers, and their non-living environment, such as air, soil, and water. An ecosystem needs only the input of sunlight energy for its functioning. An ecosystem consists of abiotic and biotic components. Abiotic components comprise of all the physical factors like temperature, rainfall, wind, soil, minerals, etc. Biotic. The various communities of living organisms are called biotic components. Biotic components of ecosystem are further divided into producers, consumers, and decomposers. Producers synthesize their own food. They are also known as autotrophs, for example, plants. Consumers or heterotrophs depend on others for food. For example, animals. Decomposers, or saprotrophs, consume the dead remains of other organisms. For example, certain bacteria and fungi. Trophic levels. The food we eat acts as fuel to provide us energy to do work. It is observed that a series of organisms feed on one another for their survival. This series of organisms, taking part of various biotic levels, form a food chain. Each step, or level of the food chain, forms a trophic level. Let us understand this with the help of pyramid. First, trophic level. The autotrophs, or the producers, constitute the first trophic level. They fix up the solar energy, and make it available for the consumers, or the heterotrophs. Second trophic level. Herbivores, which feed upon the plants, constitute the second trophic level. When green plants are eaten by primary consumers, a great deal of energy is lost as heat to the environment. Some goes into digestion, and in doing work, and the rest goes towards growth and reproduction. Third trophic level. Carnivores, that feed upon herbivores, of second level, constitute the third trophic level. Top carnivores, which feed upon small carnivores, constitute the fourth trophic level. From this pyramid, we can conclude that the flow of energy is unidirectional. The energy that is captured by the autotroph does not revert back to the solar input. And the energy which passes to the herbivores does not come back to autotrophs.